Hello, my lovelies. So I'm jumping on to talk about energy. So I have the energy and I'm here to share my thoughts on energy. In my last video, I was sort of saying how I miss the spontaneity of reacting and sharing my thoughts for what they're worth. And that's kind of what I'm feeling called to focus my energies on. And interestingly, a friend today messaged me and he was asking me what are my views on, in particular, and it's just an example, Reiki attunement online. And how could that work? And surely it would need to be an online live session. And I was like, would it? You know, and I was being a little bit mischievous and just putting questions back to him. Because 5 years ago, I'd done my first yoga teacher training and I'd moved into this area of energy work. And at the time, I really didn't understand it, and I didn't see yoga necessarily as the energetic activity that it truly is. I learned about the chakras, I learned about the energy body, but I was like, yeah, that's all well and good, but I'm in a physical body, in a physical world, and I need to make physical money and teach physical people the physical practice. And those of you that have known me and maybe been to my yoga classes, you'll know that I was always very traditional and that I used a lot of sound vibration, chanting work, and always included meditation. So I always connected as a teacher and as a practitioner to the more subtle energetic experiences within a yoga practice. But I was never one of these hard, fast, physicality-based yoga teachers. And there's something for everyone. I'm not here to pass judgment on that. I'm just to say that the more we slow down and the more subtle we go on a sensual, physical basis, the more we tap in to the vibration, to the essence of energy in these practices. What started happening to me as a yoga practitioner is I started to feel energy in my hands. And I was like, what is this? And at the time I was working with a yoga teacher who was also a Reiki master. And she was like, why don't you just do Reiki and then you can at least connect to the energy and sort of work with it and understand it a bit more. So I only did Reiki 1 so far. I haven't felt called to go further down the Reiki path, but it was an amazing healing journey. And my Reiki attunement was in person. It was in circle. So I had the physical ritual of going into meditations, of having a teacher tap in and do symbols and all sorts of things around my body, physical and energetic, and initiate me into opening up to receive Reiki energy in my system. And at the time I was exploring all this, I would see other teachers offering online Reiki. And I was like, oh, that can't be good. That can't be as good as in person. That can't be as much of a powerful experience. That can't be worthy. That can't be energetically effective. Because at the time, my perception was I needed a physical experience to make the energetic real or accessible. Now, over the last 5-6 years of my energetic experiences, and there's a video in my list called an impromptu discussion where I go through the chronology of what's happened to me on more and more subtle energetic levels. And the rational part of my mind, you know, still goes, what was that? Because as a Western human, we're not taught about spiritual energetic experiences, and we're not taught that we have an energy body and that we are in energetic communion and connection with all energy, label it the divine source, God, each other. We're in a constant moving energetic dance with everything that is. And that means that when we open up our consciousness, our awareness to energy, we have the right and the privilege and the opportunity to, what I see, conduct any energy that we want, and we can label it Reiki, Theta. There's all sorts of healing modalities and labels that we've put on things, but those labels are only put on things to help our rational mind and ourselves understand it and then relax and open up to receive, process, channel, whatever we do with it. But it's always been there, and it's always ours. We don't need specific teachers. We don't need specific practices. What the teacher and the healer and the practices do is create a ritual and an experience for us to be able to process what's happening, and for us to be open to receive and to remember, because it's a remembering, it's a reconnection, because we're already part of it. Now, not to do myself a disservice, I'm an intuitive reader. Some people are born in this world with different gifts. We're all different and we're all of equal importance, but some people might be connected more to the Reiki energy because of past lives, or whatever their soul's experienced before. They are here, and because of the work they've done on an energetic level, this life or on past, they will have a vibration or a frequency that means they're more potently connected to, say, Reiki energy, Theta, yoga, whatever, divine feminine, divine masculine. I'm trying to think of other labels, but it's all coming through you as the vessel. But there are teachers and there are healers who have a unique resonance and a vibration, and it's part of their mission, their soul's purpose, to activate and open up those energy portals of their specification for other people to come to and access. But that doesn't mean they are the gatekeepers of that energy and they are more entitled or more likely to access it. You can access whatever you want. But as a human, as a spiritual being, we've come into a human existence, a human body in a physical world as a construct. And it is a game and it is a construct. And I've come a long way to really understanding this. I'm still learning. So what that means is we create experiences with each other in order to open up and have different energetic experiences. And that's not to say or to undermine the importance of ritual, the importance of collaboration, the importance of working with other people who have honed their craft, who can ease your experience. Because, if someone had said to me 5-6 years ago, put down your legal notepad and pen, you're an energy healer, go forth and read tarot, I would have been like, what? I don't know where to start. It would have been an overwhelm for my system and the perception that I had of the world at that time. And it's been through very carefully constructed physical experiences, like months in ashrams with spiritual community, healing circles where women have channeled light beings, Isis energy, and spoken light language and all this weird stuff where I've been like, this is scaring me. I've had to go through all of that energetic experience, the fear, the contraction, the resistance in this body, in order to have the experience then to clear that contraction, clear that resistance, to understand that it exists first and foremost, because I've seen it and felt it with this body, with this experience. I've remembered that it's an existence I can have, and then to choose to want to work with it, to want to open up and call more in. And it is a choice. It is a remembering. So I just wanted to share that, because there's a lot of, well-respected teachers out there that really do talk about what energy is. But don't ever forget that the experiences we're having and the beliefs that we have about energy and about what we're here to experience and what's real and what's not, they're based on our beliefs that we were raised and have constructed for ourselves. They're based on a belief from the society and the culture we're born into. And spiritual remembering, spiritual activation is the empowerment and the remembering that you're a spiritual being, you're an energetic being, and you can connect and love and have all of these healing experiences on a very subtle level, right here, right now. It doesn't need to be live. It doesn't need to be in person. It just needs to be something that you're open to receiving, open to connecting with. And for someone that's had a lot of fear and resistance, I needed some very physically safe and grounded experiences in order to trust the process and in order to open up. And that's what I want to end with. There are, teachers and gurus, I've had it said to me is when I've been starting to work with the energy body, that a lot of people will want to work on opening their third eye and their crown to connect to the cosmos, to connect to these highs of energy, because they're beyond the physical realm. So the energetic body, the chakras, are a part of the energetic body, and the heart is the midpoint of the human physical experience, the energetic physical experience, and then we go heart, throat, third eye, crown, up. You know, the heart's the bridge point of the etheric spiritual experience, and our heart is the integration point where we remember that we're spiritual beings having a human experience. Now, we want there to be a steady flow of energy. The human experience is as important as the spiritual. This body is our vessel for transmuting spiritual energy into the present game, into the construct. And we need to love and care for this body and embody it as an energetic being, as a miracle of energy that it is, because it's been formed and it exists and it's all energy. So we need to pay respect and reverence and have acceptance and awareness of where we are at in our physical bodies and what our physical bodies need from us in terms of nurture, care, and tools, you know, mobility, ease, releasing tension, releasing trauma. Healing the body is part of the process for opening up that energy so that you can connect to greater, more out-of-body things. But don't rush to do that at the expense of the body or the expense of the construct you have consciously created. There is nothing wrong with the fact that we've created this 3D experience as humans, because that's actually here to serve us. It's not here to limit us. So don't go chasing, you know, higher states of consciousness because you believe that's the answer. Integration of it all is the answer, and doing it with respect and care for who you are and where you've come from and for what this body is here to experience is key. So you want to always ground yourself in your body, ground down the energies, and then you will rise as high as you ground below. But, you know, people can cause themselves emotional, energetic and mental health consequences, injuries, by not integrating energetic experiences fully in the body and not taking it one step at a time. This life is an experience. You know, it's really been in the last couple of years that I've started to really feel the wisdom and the importance of living in the present moment and what that means. And there's no, you know, in the UK, we've been in series of lockdown after lockdown where, yeah, you can't plan life beyond the present moment very easily. And that can create tension and resistance. But actually, when you choose to look at it a different way and say, this is teaching me to be in the present moment, and it's teaching me to enjoy who and what I have now, and to just be with that. And it's all a gift, it's all a privilege, you know, and we're here to cultivate heaven on earth. We're here to have joyful, energetic experiences every day as if it's our last. And that is open to us, regardless to how open the world is. So I just invite you to remember on your energetic adventures that it isn't about getting the qualification. It isn't about achieving mastery or deeper connection with a being or with yourself. It's about the exploration and the playfulness of the journey. And remembering that all of this, in the present moment, was set up for you to express yourself in the fullest, most heart-open way. It always comes back to the heart. So please ground, please integrate energy, please act from a place of love. You don't fix yourself with a spiritual, energetic quest. You're merely opening yourself up to knowing more of who you are. But who you are right now is perfect. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, any comments, then please do leave them below. And I will be up when I feel called to chat to you a little bit more. And before I go, I just want to give a shout out to my friend Jojo, who is Yoni de Luna on Etsy, who made these amazing snake earrings. So the snake is a symbol of Kundalini energy, the life force energy that rises through the chakras when we are balanced in our energy body. And also the Ankh ring. They are my recent purchases from her shop, her beautiful, beautiful shop online on Etsy. I'll put the link in the comments. So if you're feeling called to indulge in something that's made by someone I know and love, but also is a local small independent woman who has a gift in designing and purchasing crystals and jewellery, then go and check out her shop and support another like-minded beautiful soul in this world. Much love. Speak to you soon.